In the sun-baked hills of Canaan, there lived a young man named Joseph. He was the 11th son of Jacob, but the firstborn of his beloved wife Rachel. Joseph's eyes shone with curiosity and kindness, and his father adored him more than all the others. To show his affection, Jacob gave Joseph a magnificent robe of many colors, a garment so rich and vibrant that it caught the light like a rainbow whenever he moved. It wasn't just a gift, it was a symbol of favor, and his brothers, they saw it. They saw it, and they burned with jealousy. One night, Joseph dreamed. He saw his sheaf of grain standing tall, while his brother's sheaves bowed down to his. Another night, the sun, moon, and 11 stars bowed before him. He shared these dreams eagerly, not out of pride, but out of sheer wonder. Yet his brothers heard them as a prophecy of his rule, and it stung. "Will you really reign over us, little dreamer?" they mocked. But inside, that envy began to take root dark and deep. One day, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers near Dothan. When they saw him approaching in that shimmering coat, rage overtook them. "Here comes the dreamer," one said. "Let's kill him and see what becomes of his dreams." But Reuben, the eldest, pleaded, "No bloodshed. Just throw him into this pit." So they stripped Joseph of his beautiful robe and tossed him into a dry well. Reuben planned to save him later, but before he could, a caravan of traders appeared, their camels loaded with spices bound for Egypt. Judah had an idea. Why kill him? Let's sell him. And for 20 pieces of silver, Joseph was sold. A brother betrayed. The brothers dipped his coat in goat's blood and took it to their father. Jacob's heart shattered. He tore his clothes, crying, "My son Joseph has been devoured by a wild beast." And his grief echoed for days and nights. Joseph was taken to Egypt and sold to Potiphar, the captain of Pharaoh's guard. Yet even as a slave, he worked with diligence and grace. Everything he touched seemed to prosper, because the Lord was with him. Potiphar noticed and made him overseer of his entire household. But soon temptation came calling. Potiphar's wife tried to seduce Joseph, but he refused again and again, saying, "How could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God?" One day she grabbed his cloak as he fled, and when her husband returned, she lied, claiming Joseph had attacked her. Furious, Potiphar threw Joseph into prison. Even there, in the darkness of a dungeon, Joseph didn't lose faith. He helped others, interpreting dreams for 2 of Pharaoh's servants. His interpretations came true, just as he said. But when the cupbearer was freed, he forgot Joseph. 2 long years passed. Then Pharaoh himself had troubling visions of 7 fat cows devoured by 7 thin ones. No one could explain them. That's when the cupbearer remembered. "Pharaoh, there is a man in prison who can interpret dreams." Joseph was brought before the throne. "Can you interpret my dreams?" Pharaoh asked. "I cannot," Joseph said humbly, "but God will give Pharaoh the answer he seeks." Joseph revealed that the dreams foretold 7 years of plenty, followed by 7 years of famine. He advised Pharaoh to store grain during the good years. Pharaoh was astonished. "Can we find anyone like this man, in whom the Spirit of God dwells?" He made Joseph ruler over all Egypt, second only to himself. When the famine struck, Joseph's brothers came to Egypt seeking food. They bowed before the powerful governor, not recognizing the man before them was their brother. Joseph recognized them instantly. He tested them, spoke harshly, but his heart was overwhelmed. When his youngest brother Benjamin arrived, Joseph could no longer hold it back. He sent his servants away, fell to his knees, and wept aloud, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" The brothers stood frozen in fear. But Joseph said gently, "Do not be afraid. You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good to save many lives." He embraced them, forgave them, and brought his entire family to Egypt. And so, from betrayal to blessing, From the pit to the palace, Joseph's life became an incredible story of faith, forgiveness, and destiny. It's a powerful reminder that even in our darkest hours, what others mean for harm, God can turn into good. If this story moved you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more inspiring stories like this one. Thank you for watching.